Like, the splatter movie, I think, would be good for, Darumi. So I guess we can make one of them. Darumi.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
No, I just feel like this is definitely up your alley. Creativity went up by 20. Okay. Each character has their own preferred items. Gifting these will maximize the increase to your grades. You can check each character's preferred items in their report cards, and you'll be given hints as you do student activities. There is a free time bonus for any gifts you make for the first time, so gather up those hints and make all the gifts you can. Okay. Okay, so he apparently likes accessories. She likes food for some reason. Okay, splatter movies isn't her thing. Books. Tools, items, ornaments, tools. Oh, I liked food. Okay, so that's how I get more, grade in them, I guess? So if I go back to the present room, let's find something else one of our people. You can filter gifts by pressing herb. Use hints given during student activities and narrow down a character's preferred items using category and keyword filters. Okay. One guy likes clothes, so let's look for him. I don't think he'd like yoga outfit. Men's swimsuit, maybe? Risque briefs. I don't know. Rebel pudding he might like. Tastes like any other custard pudding, but caramel sauce spells out a cool biker phrase. So I imagine that's meant for him. Yes, we're gonna craft that and give it to our boy. There you go, buddy.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush!
Endurance went up by 10, mobility went up by 10. Okay, cool.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Today went by in a flash. One thing concerns me, though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. I hope they're okay. I doubt Hiroko would stop with the cafeteria. She would have forbidden them from using the other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I just have to see how it goes. With nothing else to do, I got to bed. Within a few minutes, I was fast asleep. Bing bong ding dong.
Up and at 'em, troops!
Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere.
Huh?
Sounds like somebody's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. Why are you making this uneasy? I took a few hesitant steps towards the door and then took a deep breath and opened it, only to find... the worst thing imaginable. Hi, Darumi. Darumi, is something wrong?
Oh, Takumi, you sweet summer child, you really haven't noticed? I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So you want to come die with me? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone and we'll finally be at peace. Come on, it only hurt for a second. Let's just die. Die, 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 die.
Okay. But hey, hold on a minute.
Just kidding, man. You should have seen your face. You've been Darumi da, bruh. Darumi da, bruh.
Okay.
How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up.
That was hardly what I call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway?
I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria.
Really? Hiriko's letting them back in?
Yeah, to be honest, though, it's kind of a drag. You think you'd help me out? Misery loves company, right? Don't Confucius say that once?
You got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand.
Gracias, muchacho. Now, I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh, well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tabasso what's up, all right? Okay, thanks, bye.
Jeremy waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she'd been saying. I'll just have to let Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. I'd better get going. Okay, we can do that. There you go. This is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a little while, the door opened with a clatter.
Takumi, what is it?
I'm on messenger duty. Hiriko wants us all to meet up in the cafeteria.
All of us, even the non-fighters? Yesterday she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back?
Hiriko said that. She really has been cracking the whip.
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately.
Come on, you don't believe that. This is Hiriko we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. Aw. Still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. Okay. What's up, Boston? This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a little while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's just you. What do you want? Hiriko said she wants everyone to meet up at the cafeteria. For real? Us too? What does she want this time? I just know it's nothing good. That girl got it in for me. And it's just not her either. I bet all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. No, not really. I said this before, but you guys aren't the weird ones, you know that? Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, but fine. Hiriko wants us in the cafeteria, I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Oh man, what rotten luck. After several dramatic groans, Gaku sulked off in the direction of the cafeteria. We're the weird ones for fighting? Don't go thinking I don't know that, but I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I've done what Darumi asked me to, so I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiriko getting us all together, though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. Why are the twins in the third floor hallway? Oh, there they are.
Miss Shizuha wants us to see us in the cafeteria, yes? Miss Emiya told us already. Whatever she might have to say, it won't change our position. My dear sister and I don't mind starving if we have to. But don't worry, sister dearest. We don't have to go hungry for long. I've got it all planned out. Just let me handle everything. Right, okay. Good girl. Now let's go to the cafeteria and see what happens.
He creeps me out. Ima's got it all planned out, huh? I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of anything he says. Alright, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What's Hiriko up to this time?
Hey, can we have
something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry, I'm getting stomach cramps. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless. Hiriko, please, give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well, help yourself to dry bread, one per person. Just one slice each. We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean that they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders, come on. That's fair. I've always been useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else. let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Why did I have to click on you? So why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Sabasa, Ima, Koko, and Shuma, the non-fighters, as we've been calling you, I have decided you are going to leave this school. I don't like her. And what do you mean leave?
You're kicking us out?
Kicking you out? What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out, and you won't leave of your own accord. I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all the trouble?
Oh, what? Right now?
Hiroko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why would you think we've been brought here for one purpose and one purpose only, to fight? Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here, so why not just get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. What? As decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend in the school, the better. You can't just use this like that. You should be grateful I'm giving you a chance to make yourself useful.
Even then, I doubt I'd make much difference. I just get stepped on like a cockroach I am, and that'll be the end of it.
Hiroko, are you for real right now? You can't go through with this. You're going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading the school now, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue, just obey my orders.
But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us?
You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we expect you... Should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return?
Well...
You see, now, no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously, right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Hiroko. Please, this is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know? All right, you got 5 days. She's easy to persuade, apparently. 5 days, you got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever.
Just 5 days.
If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on the day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later.
What kind of test?
You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brusque attitude, Hiroko said all that she had to say and left without another word. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends? Yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiroko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. You sure about that? I mean, once you get outside the school grounds. I know. Sheesh, it's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this whole saving humanity thing. It can go to hell for all I care. My whole life has been just one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiroko had been.
He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me, but I get what it's like to be totally unsuited for combat, that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it.
Shuma gave a formal bow and then left, making as little noise as possible. Shoma.
I get where Hiriko's coming from, you know. It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting.
Kitty, get in my lap.
Kitty.
Trinity, please. Thank you.
But doing anything else is really out of the question for me, seriously. It's just not going to happen.
Tsubasa.
I think I might have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway.
That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there, you know that?
Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. I
could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes before I could say anything to comfort her. She was gone too.
We do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess it's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Atsuki. Why'd you have to betray us and join the Battle Freaks?
I don't think I betrayed you exactly.
What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan.
You do?
Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it.
Fine, keep your secrets. But you know there's still time to change your mind, right?
I don't think so. Even if we get
Thrown out of here, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise, so as long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from invaders. The Sumino twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression like a pair of socks and buskin masks. Damn, ain't a single one of them willing to fight, not even save their own skins.
Hi!
I don't think Hiriko is bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do?
She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think?
Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiroko wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She's planning to give us that time all along. We're all just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way.
Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of them seemed like they were gonna budge on this.
Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it'd be for personal reasons. Well, in that case, we need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? Doesn't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right. We need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Yeah. Food. Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we might get them to open up to us a little.
Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple.
So we again gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. All right, who do we get to do this? In response, all eyes in the room turn towards me, of course. I should have seen this coming. All right, I'll do it. Sorry, but Yorima, they already consider me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. All this suitably and plan and crap ain't really my thing, and you know, just Dorumi will only make it worse.
Yay, I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse.
We'll still help you any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us, like we got anything better to do.
Heck, it'd only reverse your social links with us if you tried to do it all by yourself at this point.
Thanks, guys. I've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'd work something out. I'd have to keep believing that. Why is the American noises playing in the background? I don't think that's the game. Be a little weird if it was. After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, Ichio, Tekamaru, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days, just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Shoma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. One of the list, Tsubasa, seems the easiest to persuade. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. Yeah, but she's also, gets sick or whatever. Okay, the first one I'm going to try to convince is Tsubasa. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet... Did he even let me pick? If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. Make any food I want. If I wish I had one of these in my school back home. I'm assuming we need to go down there, but I guess we don't. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened.
What is it, Takumi?
Is it Hiroko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry.
Are those sandwiches for me?
Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiroko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in?
Of course, come on in. Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi.
What am I, a consolation prize? You're damn right you are. Girl's hungry. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches.
Oh, this is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper.
She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute.
I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today.
Have you just been living on dry bed since Hiroko banned you from the cafeteria?
Yeah, that bread's so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time?
No problem. I can try to sneak you some bread or rice balls.
Really?
But in exchange, would you open up to me? That's a weird question to ask a lady.
Huh? Open up to you about what?
The reason why you won't fight. Even if you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me.
I should have expected this. This is what you were after from the start. The sandwiches were to bribe me for information.
Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from.
Okay, fine. But in exchange, I want some more moist bread later.
She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts.
Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing.
What do you mean? Tsubasa?
I can't keep it down.
Keep it down?
When I get nervous, it comes out, not just a little bit.
Hey!
When it comes out, I don't understand what you...
Puke! I puke, okay?
Okay, we'll just use it as a weapon.
That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl.
Come to think of it, Tsubasa is always retching. That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I'd turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got in your eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them worked. When I got worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picture myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? No wonder you're so skinny.
Oh, God, no. No, I can't keep it.
Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushes me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. Whew. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. That's right. That she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. But there's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. I can only find out the way to suppress her nausea. How, though? Puking is... Puking? Hey, To, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So what is this about puking? I dare out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I could solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Yeah, he's like medical boy. Alright, just keep this between us, but I proceeded to tell Eito about Tsubaka's tendency to puke. I see, so that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? Like have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. Sick bag, like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she had a bag, when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they have sick bags here? High-quality ones at that? What about using that gift-o-matic at the rec room? The gift-o-matic? Yeah, if they don't have them here, we'll just need to make them. Seems like I'll be able to make most things. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the gift-o-matic. Fashionable sick pouch. That's disgusting. But we can make it for nothing, so that's pretty cool. A fashionable six pouch. This looks perfect. Tsubasa is sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. The materials we'll need are string, plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's lucky to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. I look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. And so Eito and I split up to gather materials we needed to make a sick bag. Now where to start? I guess we can ask. I'll just ask everyone. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Okay. Darumi's around here, apparently. Darumi, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it?
I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in their raw dog, so I always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface. Right, you should be careful. I always imagine that all girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch.
Really?
Back around where we found Eito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetic shop. I memorized where it was so I can go maybe pick up something from there later. Can
you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetic shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. Okay. Well, that's good to know. The creepy twins in the entrance hall might prove fruitful.
A fashionable pouch. I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before.
Not even once?
We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We would only be targeted by robbers if we did.
Are they like rich kids?
We tie all of our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Oh yes, we literally keep things on our person. Yeah, it reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets and me snuggling up against my sister dearest. We were pressed up very close.
What kind of horrible struggles do these two go through?
You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh.
Thanks, I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. Okay. That's fine. We got the lace string. Lace string. What does our boy have to say?
Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag.
Nice one, Eito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas?
You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt.
I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. I have the other one. Give him the string. Muscle boy, come here. How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it was a little complicated. I feel now she will choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Tsubasa like bikes? I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, eh? Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day when she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Your grandpa's workshop, eh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her.
Ah.
By the way, Takamaru, you know where I could find the fashionable pouch? What? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Yeah, they got string in a plastic bag, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch.
Huh?
Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Ito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow.
Ha!
Ready for that hunt for the fashionable pouch, Takumi?
Ha!
I think, because I have a guest coming over, I think we're gonna end it here. So I'll give it a good old save. Since I did the half an hour earlier and it's been 2.5 hours now, so that should be a good couple episodes. But, yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. As you know, it always helps out. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye!